Good afternoon and welcome to a midday edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you're enjoying the weekend so far. Hello everyone, I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. We'll hear from reporter Allie LaForce in a moment. And as we get deeper into November, we're seeing some terrific play out of this year's crop of rookie talents. Now let's take a look at the Rookie of the Year race and see who is currently out in front. You look at Knipple, getting his feet wet early in the year, just outside that top five. He's a rookie to track the rest of the way.
And the crop of rookies this year is just full of talented players. It's going to be fun to watch them battle for the award.
Well, I tell you, the depth is really impressive when you look at the quality of these rookies, just as you said, and they all will be trying to make their name in the NBA. Your rookie year can say a lot. About who you are as a player and what you're made of.
And now the Los Angeles starters. Dunn and Kawhi, they're the wings. Collins at power forward, Zubac's in the middle. And it's Harden in at the point. And for Charlotte, Bridges at the 4 with Plumlee at center. Ball and Miller at the 1 and the 2. And it's Connaughton in at the 3, the small forward. We've got a good matchup in the guard position tonight, Clark. Should be a fun battle for the fans.
I agree. I mean, every kid loves to dribble and shoot, so it's a blast to watch the pros do it, the best in the world. Plus, if there's any ankle breaking going on tonight, you know it's going viral.
The 3. The Clippers grab the miss. Right side Harden. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That one on ball.
Nobody quite like Harden to run your offense. He knows the ins and outs like very few do.
Now here's Ball. Consistent production from him, averaging just over 26 a game. Zubac with the steal. Harden against Miller. Takes a 3. James Harden, and that's good.
Capable of doing great damage from outside. For Harden, I think it's simply about shooting with confidence.
Connaughton finds Bridges. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Pass to Plumlee. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Ball against Harden. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Well, I tell you what, with Harden, sometimes it seems the more the defense bodies him up, the more determined and effective he is in scoring.
Now here's Ball. Pass to Plumlee. Fires from deep. Again, the miss by the Hornets.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
When you throw it upstairs to Kawhi, odds are he's going to get it now. Those hands catch virtually everything.
Here's Miller. Charlotte, no good that time either.
A little disjointed to start this game, missing 3 of their first 4 shots already.
Harden against Ball. Zubac, screen. Shot clock at 6. Harden misses.
Operating from mid-range, that's a shot he likes. I mean, I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
Miller finds Ball. And the call will be against James Harden. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. They get the rebound. The Clippers lead by 4. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now. 1:46 left to play in the first quarter. Ball passes to Connaughton. Ball against Harden. Ball outside. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over Harden. Ball no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Got it.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
And Charles Lee wants a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. They're moving on after a tough loss they took at the hands of the Pacers.
On the road, they got owned defensively. They just couldn't match the activity level of their opponent.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
Salon, he's checked in for Charlotte. Sexton comes in for Connaughton. Now here's Miller. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Indiana.
Yeah, what about his work on the glass? I mean, he was an all-around contributor to a winning effort. And that's how Miller can take his game to the next level, by being aggressive and attacking the basket.
We are now into November, so let's check in on the standings in the Western Conference. Taking a look at Los Angeles, they're still trying to get something started this year, currently at the bottom of the conference.
When I look at the Clippers, when you look at their roster, they're talented enough to turn this thing around. But so far, the season has not come together for them the way people predicted.
Yeah, that's the sense you get, isn't it? I mean, the important thing is that they don't panic here. Stick to the basics and work out of this slump without trying to do too much at one time.
Now in for your Hornets, Kaufman.
Here's Green. Sexton up top. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Here's Knipple. Leonard defending. Right side, Sexton. 5 to shoot. Knipple, no good. Now here's Harden. He's guarded by man. And here's Harden. James Harden. He's been the guy making things happen for the Clippers. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Clippers.
Well, it's all fast break points, those easy buckets. They're so hard to come by in the NBA. So if you get a chance to run, you have to take advantage of it.
You know, another point I'd like to add is that they've had tremendous success early on converting turnovers and turning those into points.
On the floor for the Clippers, Harden and Dunn, they man the backcourt. Leonard and Batum, the duo at forward. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Knipple. Leonard defending. Here's Sexton. Batum pulls it in. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the LA Clippers. They lead by 8. Biggest lead of the game. Harden to pass to Leonard. Leonard! A threat from deep.
You know, three-pointers were the shots you, at one time in his career, wanted to give Leonard. Now you've got a guarding beyond the open.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
And Los Angeles making a change here. Jones, he's checked in for Batum. Bogdanovich comes in for Leonard. Beal, he's checked in for Dunn. And it's Chris Paul in for James Harden. Now here's Paul. Diabate grabs the board. Pass the ball from downtown. He buries it from 3.
He will not think twice about letting it fly if Ball gets a look that he likes.
And you look at Colin Sexton. Puts points on the board, Graham, and does it efficiently.
Well, B.A., unfortunately, he gives some of that back on the other end of the floor. But there's always a place in this league for guys who can fill it up.
Here's Paul. And the jumper from the wing offline.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
Ball passes to Sexton. Launches it from deep. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
And Charlotte making a change here. Plumlee's checked in. And now a look at the toughest defenses around the league. The Clippers, #1.
Points allowed is one of the key indicators for good defensive effort. And this team does a nice job because they force opponents into tough shots. They don't allow easy shots. They're all on the same page. They're aggressive. They're focused. They pay attention to detail. And for 48 minutes, they're going to make their opponents uncomfortable.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, PA. LaMelo Ball is a playmaker, first and foremost. He said, I just start off the game trying to get my team involved, get the flow going. After the team's going, I try to get mine. If you get the team involved first, more pieces going, it just makes the game easier. Back over to you, Brian.
A great passer. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Miller's checked in for Sexton. The Clippers lead by 8. Here's Beal. Great D that time from Miller.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Pass to Bridges. Ball against ball. Fires the 3. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback. Plumlee's got 6.
Now that takes a skillful touch.
Yeah, excellent control to just ease the ball back up and in.
That's exactly right. No need to catch it when you've got the kind of soft hands that he does.
Now here's Bridges. Coming off a 22-point game against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
And on top of everything else, he did a great job of helping control the boards at both ends.
Here's Bogdanovich. Yep, that one goes. And the Clippers lead by 8.
You like seeing Bogdanovich get it done inside. An opportunistic score around the rim.
Pass to Miller. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Plumlee, a screen on Beal. Here's Miller. Jones with the block.
Impressive vertical from Jones Jr. Defending at a high level, elevating to do so.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Hornets team.
Last year, they battled to a stalemate, winning 1 game apiece.
And, you know, when you only see a team twice a year, it's hard to really get a good understanding of who they are, a good feel for them. And oftentimes, that can lead to a series split.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. There's 37 seconds left in the first half. Hornets trail by 8. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Here's Harden. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
And you know when Harden gets cooking now, you got to keep giving him the ball. He's an excellent scorer, and he can really get buckets.
Oh, love to see ball attack inside.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Harden with it. Over ball. And so it's Los Angeles up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. And they push the tempo in this one, getting out in transition and making the defense pay. Let's send it courtside and check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Thanks so much, guys. Zoo, a strong first half for this team. What was the mindset that gave you guys the lead?
We just have to be ourselves, you know, just be ourselves, move the ball, play unselfish, and we're going to get ourselves an offense.
Stay true to you, guys.
Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
Greetings, everybody. Before we review the first half, let's take an early season peek at how the Western Conference is shaking out so far.
Check it out, Los Angeles. They didn't get the email I sent. Season has started, fellas. They look surprised they're getting whoopings. High hopes does not win games. They gotta wake up, get it together. Good news. Still time.
And now let's discuss this game. Talk about a strong start for the Clippers.
I like what they're doing in transition, pushing the pace, getting up court before the defense gets set, just like I used to do.
Little revisionist history. All right, though. Okay. And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. We are seeing an outstanding game from James Harden.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up, be physical with him.
Los Angeles leading by 8. Ball and Miller at the 1 and the 2. Bridges at the 4 with Plumlee at center. And it's Connaughton in at the 3. That's the Hornets 5. Zubac with a screen on ball. 6 to shoot. Zubac. It's good on the putback. And the Clippers lead by 10.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
And Ball will bring it up here for Charlotte. Next up, they'll face the Hawks in Atlanta. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. Pass to Plumlee. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
Well, you know, it's obvious that Ball knows exactly how to work the angles. He gets the ball to a wide-open shooter just about every time.
Zubac with a screen on Ball. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call. And with most NBA defenses bringing help from that weak side corner, that opens up offenses for the weak side crash, Clark.
Yep, if I was still playing BA, I would make way on that offensive glass board, wreaking havoc on the boards, extra opportunities, aplenty the way the game is played now.
Ooh, nice shot by Miller.
Love the confidence from this young man. Miller is so quick off the catch.
Zubac with a screen on Ball. Harden, the pass to Zubac. Harden against Ball. Dunn outside. Takes it inside. It's good. Off the assist from Harden.
Dunn finishing in style, and the explosion to the hoop. Powerful.
And timeout called by Charles Lee. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan.
And for the most part, they take good shots. Top 5 in field goal percentage. This is a coach who preaches efficiency.
And when you consider how well they played on defense, holding opponents to the lowest amount of points per game in the league, it's remarkable. They are outstanding at covering for one another and mucking it up on this end for other teams. Now here's Miller. He has 7, and the basket by Plumlee.
I really like the start here. Great aggressiveness, red hot to start this half.
The Clippers lead by 5. Here's Harden. Plumlee pulls down the board. Plumlee's got 5 rebounds tonight. 3-pointer, Bridges. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got 6 rebounds in the game.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
Harden. Right wing. Leonard outside. Harden scanning the floor. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. There's the triple. Plumlee pulls down the board. Hornets trail by 5. Bridges finds Ball. Out to Bridges. Miller with it. Dunn in his pocket. And Miller good for 3. Miller's got 10 points.
And after a rough first half, they're finally finding a nice groove here.
Collins with a screen on Ball. And they call an illegal screen here. Let's take a look at the numbers for LaMelo Ball.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
Colin Sexton's checked in for LaMelo Ball. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul of the game. 1:49 left in the third quarter of the game. Screen by Bridges. Connaughton outside. The three from Sexton. Jones grabs the board. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Connaughton against Beal. Bridges outside for the lead. That shot missing. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Lopez, the screen on Sexton. 1:05 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Beal, the pass to Jones. Just 4 to shoot. Back to Beal. To win the cold spell. It's rebounded by Charlotte. They are so close to taking the lead.
This is one of those games where momentum is key.
Never shy about putting some power and force behind his play. Bridges earning that trip to the line.
Charlotte shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool, and consistent at the stripe this year. I mean, that's impressive.
Now here's Paul. Yet to see a basket. Beal, the pass to Paul. Beal surveying the D. Lopez, the screen on Sexton. Here's Beal. There's the drive. And then Beal with the dunk.
Not just a jump shooter, Bradley Beal is also excellent at knifing his way to the rack and finishing.
Ball outside. To the inside. And a nice finish on the layup.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
And we wrap up the third, and it looks like it's going to be an exciting fourth. And time for a short break. Stay right there. The fourth quarter is coming up next. Three tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. And Ball will bring it up here for the Hornets. And so in the game for Los Angeles, we've got Bogdan Bogdanovic, Chris Paul out there with Bradley Beal. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Lopez in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Ball to take the lead. Oh, Ball so dangerous from the perimeter.
Defense must honor Ball's three-point shot. He's more than ready to snipe away if you give him the opportunity to do so.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
During that last break, Coach Tyronn Lue had some advice for the team. He told the guys to stay after it inside. He said our play inside is terrific right now. He said don't lose any of that intensity. Stay strong down there. It's always nice to hear a coach enjoying his team's play. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. For the Clippers, Leonard for 3. Hornets with the rebound. Outside Sexton. There's the 3. He can't get that one to fall. Ooh, great D that time from Dunn.
Even though he hasn't found his groove tonight, his teammates are picking him up.
Yeah, and this is why you must be careful how you guard Harden. He's so skilled at getting these calls.
And he's good on the second.
They've got to play good defense here. That trip to the line helped and hurt.
Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Ball finds Green. Harden against Ball. Five on the clock. Collins with the rebound. Collins has got 4 rebounds in the game. Shakes him. And Harden lays it up and in.
Surgical precision from Harden, demonstrating his sick handles one more time.
It's stolen by Dunn. Here he goes. And that one is stuffed right through.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
Plumlee's checked in for Charlotte. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Ball outside. Plumlee, a screen on Harden. There's Ball with a 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Zubac has got 7 rebounds in the game. Harden, the pass to Leonard. And they get it back. Harden against Sexton. Clock at 6. Another chance. Oh, it misses.
They could have used more of those kind of rebounds earlier. It's hurt their cause.
They've been out-hustled. At this point, hard to see them recovering from that.
Now here's Harden. Up top, Zubac. Oh, the stop!
Zubac doing major damage. Check that rim out, folks.
Here's Ball. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Oh, and just miss after miss right now. The Clippers lead by 4. Harden with it. Guarded now by Ball. Here's the teardrop. Oh, Green rips down the board. Charlotte has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. Leonard there for the rebound.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
Now here's Harden. Collins with a screen on Ball. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Now here's Ball. Yes, sir, with the 3.
I do not know if there's a more confident family in the NBA. Ball wants the ball when it matters most.
Harden with it. Pounded by Ball. The drive by Harden. Oh, my goodness!
Disrespectful.
And you know the ball's going to Harden when the game's tight. Terrific at delivering and producing down the stretch.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Now here's Harden. On the take. Oh! Power is home!
Oh, wow!
And he slams it down.
Man, they're getting a fantastic effort from James Harden right now.
Ball. No good. Couldn't tie it up. And it's the Clippers' ball. They've led by as many as 11. Harden! Leonard against Ball. Down outside. Buries it from outside!
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Leonard against Connaughton. Outside Ball. Miller fires. Oh, off target from downtown. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
So it's the Clippers picking up the win. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. You know, you have two choices. You can either succumb to the hostility in this arena, or you can feed off of it and use it as motivation. They did the latter.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Kawhi, yet another stifling defensive effort. What sets this team apart at that end of the court?
I'm not sure. I think we all just pretty much buying into the game plan. Our offense isn't going as well as we want, so we're just putting our hats on the defensive end, and then we're coming out with great games like today.
Great defense goes a long way.
All right, Allie, thanks. Great stuff there. And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight. And time now to introduce our player of the game, James Harden.